The #1 daily Bitcoin pod. Let's get it. In today's show, I'll be breaking down the latest Bitcoin technical analysis as we just broke out, hitting a new 18-month high, surpassing $38,300. In breaking news just in, China-based Bitcoin miner BTC Digital just bought 220 Bitcoin miners to expand their operations. So much for the China ban, eh? Also breaking news, the new president of Argentina, Javier Milei, just issued a statement confirming he is shutting down their central bank and that it's not a negotiable matter. More power to him. And quoting the high priest of Bitcoin, Max Kaiser, Nayib Bukele has cleared Team Bitcoin El Salvador to visit Argentina. The team is also making a similar trip to Qatar. We think Qatar is orange-pilled. They had a trip to El Salvador recently and great things are happening. Max also says BlackRock cannot change Bitcoin's vector, $220,000 in play. Send it and let's freaking go. Also in today's show, enjoy sub 40,000 Bitcoin because according to PlanB, 100,000 will be the Bitcoin average price from 2024 and beyond. So start stacking. Also in today's show, wallet of Satoshi mysteriously vanishes from the Apple and Google United States app stores. We'll also be discussing there is no reason for the SEC to continue to stall a spot Bitcoin ETF, according to their commissioner, Hester Pierce, aka the crypto mom. Also in today's show, Bitcoin can explode by over 400%, hitting a target of $199,000 per Bitcoin, according to the Glassnode co-founders. We'll also be discussing Cathie Wood of ARK Invest dumping 700,000 GBTC shares in just 1 month. And speaking of Cathie Wood, we'll also be sharing her latest price prediction for Bitcoin, with her base case being $650,000 and her bullish case being $1.48 million per BTC. We'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market, all this plus so much more in today's show. Welcome everyone. How was your Thanksgiving? Please do let me know what it do. Helen, let me know how the stream is for you today as well. Good to see you, Matthew. Appreciate that super chat, Zero. Much love, much respect every single day without fail. Happy Black Friday as well to the entire crypto fam. What it do, Will? Shout out to the Huddle King. Good to see you. Relaxing and meditation music. Fantastic for the central bank thing in Argentina. It's all starting. That's right. And could you imagine Qatar adopting Bitcoin as legal tender as well? I love it. There's so much massive adoption occurring around the world right now for the King Crypto. It's lit as a mofo. Hello from the UK. Welcome, Maladen. Appreciate you tuning in. The stream is excellent. Thank God for that. Music to my ears. What it do, a roll? Appreciate ya. What it do, Bo Kana? Show some love. I appreciate those likes. They help out tremendously with that YouTube algorithm. We do got to get this channel to 100,000 subs. We're long overdue, fam. Sleep Machine, welcome. If Javier Milei spends $20 billion on Bitcoin after closing the central bank, Argentina would be debt-free after selling 30,000 Bitcoin and would have 496,000 Bitcoin left. 4.1 trillion and never have hyperinflation. Well, there you have it. Maybe you should fly down there to Argentina with Max and the rest of the crew. What up, Chuck? Rathal, appreciate you tuning in for the live. This is your very first one. Congratulations. Thanks again for that super chat, fam. And everyone who subscribes to the channel will get an on-screen shout out by yours truly. You know how we do. Oh my God, Qatar will send it to the moon. Let's go. Abel Gonzalez says, what's up? Let's go 85,000. Send it. That'd be a hell of a target for this Christmas now, wouldn't it? 100,000 subs, we'll hit that too. I think my subs and the price action will be correlated for this bull cycle. So it's a given. If we can hit 100,000 subs on Crypto News Alerts, we're destined to see that 100,000 price action in 2024. What are your guys' thoughts? Welcome, Jersey Bean. Appreciate you. Hi from New Jersey. Pump my bags. Doesn't it feel good when Bitcoin hits a new all-time high for the year? It's been 18 months since we've seen a 38,000 price action. So make some noise and let's celebrate because today's show is going to be extra lit. Just saying. Love the stream. Thank you so much. Let's go, says Tim. Bitcoin's price to $1 million. Let's speak it into existence. We're already on that, fam. We're a step ahead of you. Let's go. Orange pilled a couple of people at dinner on Thanksgiving. Music to my ears. Isn't that lovely? God bless. What up, Philip? 1 sat equals $1. Send it. Let's go. Shout out to our moderators, Streamlabs, CoinFather, Bitcoin Maximus, Digital Dankness, and the entire crypto fam. Greatly appreciate everyone's continued support. We have so much to cover. And if you're just joining us, again, be sure to smash the subscribe button to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, just like this. Also be sure to smash the like as it helps out tremendously with the YouTube algorithm and will help us achieve our goal of 100,000 subs. As I mentioned, we are long overdue. Welcome everyone to today's podcast. Today is Black Friday, November 24th, 2023. I'm your host, JV, and this is pod episode number 1471. That's right, I've had this YouTube channel for 6 years. And we just getting started, baby. So let's break it down with our market watch as we do each and every day. And don't forget, this is a live and interactive show. So please let me know where you're tuning in from, and we'll be interactive between the stories I share with you today. You can see Bitcoin, it hit a new 18-month high, surpassing 38,300, currently correcting just a little bit. It's still above 37.8. We have BNB and XRP pulling back and in the red. Ethereum maintaining above 2,000. We also got Solana and Cardano in the green. And I like to zoom out to get a more broader perspective over the past month. We got Bitcoin up 11.5%. We have Ether up 17%, BNB up 3%, XRP up almost 11%, Cardano 38%, and Solana, one of the top gainers, up a whopping 89.5%. And checking out cryptomarketcap.com, or I should say coinmarketcap.com. We're currently sitting at 1.44 trillion as far as the market cap, with over 50 billion in volume in the past 24 hours. Bitcoin dominance 51.5% even, with the Ether dominance at 17.6%. And checking out the top 100 crypto gainers of the past 24 hours, we got Blur up 32%, trading at 65 cents, followed by Say up 18%, trading just under 24 cents, followed by Kaspa up almost 10%, trading just under 14 cents. Now, I'd love to know which altcoins, if any, are you most bullish on for this bull run. Let me know in those comments. And checking out Crypto Bubble so we can get a broader perspective and visual of the market on the day. Massive gainers in the green, not much in the red, which is a good sign. And looking at the weekly, also massive gainers on the week. And checking out the monthly, you already know how lit it is. Virtually every major coin in the green except Bitcoin Cash, Hex, and eHex. Hey, sometimes it bees that way. You shouldn't Ishcoin, right, fam? And checking out the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, we're currently rated a 66 in greed, same as yesterday. Last week was a 63, and last month, a 72 in greed. So there you have it, my crypto fam. How many of you are currently bullish on this King Crypto? And how high do you think Moonvember will take us? We have one more week left in this month before we hit December, so please do let me know, as historically, November is the most bullish month out of the year, and you got to respect the pump. Shout out Matthew, good to see you. Sat wise, I want to say I appreciate the sats you zapped me. I saw the email, you sent me some sats a few days ago, so much love, much respect. What it do? Bitcoin Trini, good to see you fam, as always, each and every day. What up Bango, welcome back. And maybe we will do a live pump watch this evening if we cross 38,000 again. Why not? Let me know if you'd like to see that. Lane says Solana 1,000 this bull run. That would be wild. Richard Hart is on the run. His scam tokens are on. Yeah, it seems to be that way, Matthew. Obviously, he should fear the SEC, especially after what just happened to Bankman-Fried, and now with the Department of Justice going after CZ. So you guys already know. You know what I mean? Be safe out there. Love it to the best live chat fam in crypto. Thank you so much, Sat. Appreciate that, fam. Much love. Shout out Trini. Appreciate you tuning in to the live show. You know what I mean? Yes, pump it up. So what are your guys' targets for the end of the month? Please do let me know. Much love, much respect. Let's dive into our Bitcoin technical analysis. Check out the charts where the Bitcoin price action is likely to go next. Shout out to Brett. What it do, cuz? Appreciate ya. Just enjoying this pump. You know how we do. It seems every time we stream, we pump. So maybe we'll break 38.3 and continue to extend higher. I think we head on right up to 42,000. I don't see much resistance from here. So the market is looking pretty solid at the moment. You know what I mean? All right, let's check out our technical analysis for the day. Bitcoin bulls kept the pressure on 18-month highs on November 24th as analysis eyed buyer interest spiking, as we can see here in the Bitcoin 1-hour candle chart, which is looking pretty bullish. And data from Cointelegraph and TradingView showed the Bitcoin price trajectory heading upwards into the Wall Street Open. Bitcoin saw increasing momentum during the Asia trading session. This nonetheless with its roots on derivative markets. Following the action, we have popular trader Scoo, who confirmed that a single entity was likely behind the latest charge of 38,000. So whoever that entity is, much love, much respect. Quoting him here. Some buyer, probably single buyer, is trying to push the market higher here. Clear correlation between the spot and perp CVDs and the delta. He also shares looking like there's some direction buyer again here on Binance. They are bidding the spot and opening along. Shorts on Bybit continue to get hunted, and he continues to share alongside these charts. Now, obviously, shorting Bitcoin at a time like this would be pure insanity. If you're a perma bear, I mean, be my guest, but hey, you're more than likely going to get wrecked and toasted. Now, he also revealed that the long Bitcoin position had been closed, and with momentum flagging, a higher high was needed on the lower timeframes beyond the current 38G ceiling. At this time, this was in progress, as he shares here on X. Now, zooming out, others were more optimistic about the resistance levels ultimately falling. For Mikhail van de Popp, he shared it was all about that 40,000 level, which is another major psychological resistance. Quoting him here, still so far, so good on Bitcoin, slowly grinding upwards to a new resistance point, and a break above 38,000 immediately means 40,000 is next. I couldn't agree more. I feel that is the most logical next target, but I think we blow right past it. The momentum tells the tale. Now, Dan Crypto Trades described 38,000 as the line in the sand, after which easy mode returns on Bitcoin traded. So yeah, easy mode activated, eh? Let's go. The corresponding level on Ethereum, he added, was 2150, and at the time of this recording, we're sitting just under 2100. Now let's discuss more in detail hitting this 40,000 level. We have Crypto Tony, who shared the following update. My plan has not changed. Pump up to 39,000, then 40,000, then drop, please. Now, 30,000 meanwhile stands out for a variety of reasons, including the aggregate profitability of those who bought Bitcoin during the 2021 bull market. Elsewhere, encouraging signs from Bitcoin's RSI continued to provide the bulls with the fuel for further upside. Look at this one-day chart. Christ's sake, it's beautiful. We recovered quite fast, considering the largest exchange just got attacked and, just stepped down their CEO. They replaced them with a new CEO. So it seems like everything is going according to plan. We have the 2024 halving occurring in roughly 5 months. Also, other breaking news, China-based Bitcoin miner, BTC Digital, just bought 220 Bitcoin miners to expand their operations. Another sign of the times, because if China is bullish on Bitcoin, the rest of the world is. And as shared here, this is breaking news. The new president of Argentina, Javier Milei, just issued a statement confirming he is shutting down their central bank, and it is not a negotiable matter. That's right. Let's freaking go. We have here, let me translate it for you. This is what it says. Buenos Aires City, November 24th, 2023. The office of the president-elect of the Argentine Republic communicates that the only official information about the future government headed by Milei is the one published by this medium. In this regard, the Economist will be the head of the ANS, and engineer Horacio Marin will be in charge of the YPF starting December 10th. And regarding the agenda of the president-elect this afternoon, he will maintain a telephone communication with the president of South Korea. And on the other hand, in the face of the false rumors spreading, we wish to clarify that the closure of the central bank of the Argentine Republic is not a negotiable issue. Shut that mofo down. Let's freaking go. Much love and respect to Milei. This is directly from the office of the president-elect of the Argentine Republic. Music to my ears. And quoting Max here, Bukele clears the team for Bitcoin El Salvador to visit Argentina next. They're looking to orange pill Milei, lay down the blueprint of El Salvador. But also breaking news, the team is also making a similar trip to Qatar. We think Qatar is orange pilled, had a trip to El Salvador recently, and great things are happening. Let's freaking go. Max also says that BlackRock can't change Bitcoin's vector and that 220,000 per Bitcoin is in play, and that's Max Kaiser's short-term target. So what are your thoughts surrounding these recent price actions in which I shared with you, and the thoughts of Javier Milei adopting Bitcoin as a legal tender, and Max doing his damn thing, orange pilling these presidents and bringing Bitcoin to new countries such as Qatar, Argentina, and the rest of the world? I mean, things are really starting to heat up. Let's go. Yeah, Sigma Phil, what it do? Libertad Argentina, says Baxter Churchill. Welcome to the stream. Majin saying what it do? Shout out to all my Dragon Ball Z folks out there. I'm definitely not selling to hopefully buy back cheaper. That's right, it is too risky. You may sell now, hey, and then BlackRock buys up all the Bitcoin, and then you're buying it back from BlackRock at a 10x price next year in 2024. Don't be that one. You know what I mean? My daughter is half Argentine, and we are celebrating. Well, congratulations. That is epic news. Shout out Spycraft UK and all my people out there in Europe. Johnny Saint, JV, bring it. Yeah, let's go. You know what's up. Hodl hard. Thank you, fam. Appreciate it. Bit Matt, happy second Turkey Day. That's right. You guys should have a lot of leftovers, right? Hopefully your Thanksgiving was lit. Please do let me know. Can we get away from people making outlandish predictions? It is obvious just for the press. An example, person A prediction, 6 Gordillion. Yeah. I don't know about all that. I mean, the predictions I share with you are all legitimate. I'm not making them up. Please don't shoot the messenger. Like today, our head story or lead story is Cathie Wood. This is not made up. She's been predicting $1 million Bitcoin for quite some time, but I've been giving you the latest updates with her base case, the bull case, and also her dumping massive GBTC shares. So nothing's being made up, fam. These are legit as they get. Even yesterday's prediction where I shared, what's his name? Samson Mao predicting that the Bitcoin price can skyrocket to $1 million per coin days or weeks after we get the green light approval for the ETF applications. He genuinely believes that. He's not making that up either. So all these predictions are the real deal. Max Kaiser has been calling for 220,000 Bitcoin for how long, right? For years. So I think it's inevitable, just a matter of time. Coinfather had a great weekend. I'll be driving to Utah all weekend. Safe driving out there. Coinfather, appreciate you. Mark says, check it out. Holds mostly Bitcoin trading at 24% discount. Talking about GDLC. It's like buying Bitcoin for 28,000 right now. I hope Javier Milei is a crypto bro. Seems to be. And if he sticks to his word and abolishes the Central Bank of Argentina, that's definitely a great sign. You know what I mean? Not saying you, saying them. Oh, okay. All good, Joey. Just saying. And we appreciate the truth, JV. Amen. I live and die for the truth. That's that one battle and hill I'm willing to die on, you know what I mean? To defend the truth and our right to freedom of speech as well, which is very important because without the First Amendment, we are doomed, right? And they're trying to take away our First Amendment, our Second Amendment, our right to bear arms. That's the forces of evil for you. But Bitcoin is basically the antidote to these forces of evil, including the CBDCs, which are the central bank digital currencies, which are coming down the pipeline. You guys already know. I just made the biggest turkey sando. Well, enjoy that, fam. Stat-wise, I feel that, bro. I'm all in. Feels like scary times. Bank account at $7. Well, smart. Why would you want to keep your money in the bank? Only keep in the bank what you're willing to lose. You know what I mean? Because fiat currency is like a melting ice cube, whereas Bitcoin is the ultimate savings account, guaranteed to go up due to the scarcity, the demand, and the number go up technology. But I know I'm preaching to the choir. You know what I mean? But anyways, fam, let's kick it off with our next story of the day. Let's discuss the $100,000 next year in 2024. According to PlanB, who is the creator of the Bitcoin stock to flow model, and welcome y'all just joining us. Be sure to smash that like. I appreciate it. So yeah, Bitcoin buyers should enjoy the chance to add their stack below 40,000, says PlanB. He shared, I just mentioned that. Bitcoin is destined to go up much higher than its recent 18-month highs, says PlanB, and time is ticking to increase the Bitcoin exposure below 40 Gs. Known for his optimistic takes and his long-term Bitcoin price growth, PlanB this time used the realized price data to support the case for the bulls. Realized price is Bitcoin's realized cap, the sum total price at which all Bitcoin last move, divided by the current supply. And it's currently just below the 21,000 mark. Now, the Bitcoin bear market bottoms are characterized by spot price dipping below the realized price. And while the bull markets have begun once spot crosses the 2-year and 5-month realized price levels, these refer to the realized price of coins which last move within either the last 2 years or the last 5 months, being the younger coins. Now, Bitcoin is once again above these all three realized price iterations, a great sign. Quoting PlanB from X, enjoy the sub 40,000 Bitcoin while it lasts. He commented alongside this chart, which shows you the realized price. Looking all bullish as all hell, you gotta love it. And asked whether the market should expect lower levels from here, PlanB would not be drawn, saying that he simply expected an average price of at least 100,000 per Bitcoin between 2024 in 2028, which would be the following halving cycle. Let me know if you agree or disagree with that sentiment, as Stock to Flow is predicting anywhere from $100,000 to $1 million per coin post 2024 halving. And Bitcoin hodlers are betting on this six-figure price action. In fact, we're going to have a $100,000 Bitcoin fiesta right here in Puerto Rico. How many of you are going to be joining us? Let me know. Now, while PlanB has fielded criticism over the Stock to Flow and conceded the Bitcoin was not able to live up to its expectations during its 2021 bull market, six-figure predictions for the next cycle are increasingly common. Now, these are coalescing around an area with 130,000 as its focus for the end of 2025. Now, the halving itself, meanwhile, due in April, roughly 5 months out, should produce a return to around 46,000, further analysis says. Earlier in the month, PlanB described Bitcoin as being in a pre-bull market phase, with the real launch yet to come. Quoting him here, the actual date of the post was November 19th, which was, 5 days ago, he shares. In my opinion, Bitcoin is currently in pre-bull market, which we can see in the yellow in the Stock to Flow chart, and on track towards a full-blown bull market, which we can see in the red after the halving, unless earlier ETF approval, then we'll get it even sooner. Note, I changed the colors and stage names again to better align with the Stock to Flow model. So this color chart breakdown for the key is the pre-bull is in the yellow, the bull market is in the red, the pre-bear is in the light blue, and the bear market is in the green. Notice yellow, 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 yellow. What precedes yellow? Bull market, red, 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 red. So definitely a great sign according to the Stock to Flow model. So let me know if you agree or disagree with PlanB and the Stock to Flow model that we're likely to see a $100,000 to $1 million Bitcoin price post 2024 halving. And I'm going to read these comments out loud. What up, Nuckchoris? I don't know if it's true or not, but someone said he had a heart attack. We're talking about Chuck Norris. I don't know if it's true though, but they said the heart didn't survive. I don't know. I saw that on X. So, hey, yeah, what up? Just finished working out. That's what's up, James. Get that pump in. As Bitcoin's pumping, you might as well pump yourself up. It is what it is. Great time to grab an MK4 wallet. Just save 20%. Oh, that's right, Baller Bill. There is Black Friday sales, of course. I believe Monday is Cyber Monday. So you can get Trezors or whatever your favorite wallet is and get a great discount, I am sure. Seize the moment. Take advantage of it. Also, a great stocking stuffer is a Bitcoin wallet. If you have friends or family you want to introduce to Bitcoin and get them to self-custody, I'd highly recommend it. Stat-wise, the price of truly being free, property tax due in spring, harvest, 0% capital gains before the end of 2023. Word up. What up, Jeff? Good to see you, fam. Appreciate you tuning in. Javier Milei is the anti-Yellen. Yes, the opposite of Janet Yellen is Javier Milei. Thank God for that one. Later, I'm going to be actually doing a JV React session, and we're going to be playing the new Little Bubble song of Janet Yellen saying, "Binance." He made a rap song out of it. It's actually pretty hilarious. I orange pilled a friend. They bought 4 Bitcoin at 35,000 a few weeks ago. Another big chunk off the market. Congratulations, Mark, doing God's work out here. I'm not into predictions or astrology for men, aka TA. I listen to JV because he knows his stuff and is honest. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate that, fam. Thank you. JC in the building. What it do, Justin Campbell? What's good? Appreciate you tuning into the live. Selling the scrappy for the Bitcoin. You got to do what you got to do. Chuck's heart is not great enough to attack him. Good point. He'd never had a heart attack. His heart is too scared. Word. Yes. Long live Chuck Norris. Didn't Cathie Wood just sell some of her Bitcoin yesterday? Well, I don't know about selling Bitcoin, but one of the breaking stories I'm going to be sharing with you in a little bit is her dumping like 700,000 shares of GBTC. So indirect exposure to Bitcoin, I would say. So, but who knows? She probably has some big other plans. Clearly, she is very bullish on Bitcoin, so we don't know the exact reason why, hence why I'll be breaking that story down in a bit. Good stuff, fam. He never said have a heart attack. His heart is too scared. Yeah, so long live Bitcoin, long live Chuck Norris. I will never forget the movie Return of the Dragon, where Bruce Lee is fighting Chuck Norris. Remember, Bruce Lee grabs his chest hair and then blows it. Classic. It's like embedded in my memory for the rest of my life. But anyways, fam, let's break down our next story of the day. Let's discuss the wallet ban going on, which is kind of alarming, a little scary. Like, why did they remove this wallet, which is the wallet of Satoshi, from the app stores in the United States on both Google and Apple? Let's discuss it. Bitcoin Lightning Payments app, wallet of Satoshi, has disappeared from Apple's App Store and Google's Play Store in the US as it closes in on over $1 million in transactions for November. Could this be an attack on the Lightning Network? November 24th, several users and crypto community participants shared on X their attempts to search for the app, which turned up no results or redirected users to competing wallet apps. Now, how many of you have used the wallet of Satoshi? Please do let me know. As a user shared here, wallet of Satoshi is banned in the United States. However, the wallet of Satoshi app still appeared for download in Australian Apple App Store and the Australian and Singapore Google Play Store versions at the time of this article, which makes it that much more interesting. United States, what the hell are we doing? Wallet of Satoshi is a popular Lightning payments platform that is on pace to process over 1.1 million Lightning payments in November, according to industry author and podcaster Kevin Rook, who shared here. Wallet of Satoshi is on pace to process over 1.1 million Lightning payments in November. This will be their largest month of Lightning payments ever. So why do you gotta rain on our parade, United States? Now, Rook added that it would be the firm's largest month of Lightning payments ever. However, Wallet of Satoshi cleared the confusion in a post after stating that it was not banned from the app stores. We have made the difficult decision to remove our app from the US Apple and Google App stores and will not serve US customers going forward. So I wonder who scared the hell out of them for them to make this announcement. Clearly, there's a massive audience in the United States that would like to use the Lightning Wallet app. So here's what they shared. To our valued Wallet of Satoshi community in the United States of America, we have dedicated ourselves to providing the best Bitcoin experience with Wallet of Satoshi being at the forefront of the Lightning usability and adoption. However, we have made the difficult decision to not basically serve U.S. customers going forward. The decision doesn't come lightly. Our commitment to providing a secure, user-friendly, and compliant platform globally is unwavering. That's maybe the key right there. Maybe it's not compliant with U.S. regulations. Our top priority is the safety and interest of our customers and our company. We understand this may be disappointing news, and we share your frustration. We are hopeful that future developments will allow us to revisit and possibly resume our operations in the US. So I wonder if Gary Gensler, the SEC, contacted them like, yo, we're going after you if you don't remove this from your app store in the United States. Maybe they had to do so. For our existing users in the USA, rest assured that you have full access to your Bitcoin funds. You can seamlessly withdraw and transfer them to another wallet. We deeply appreciate your support and understanding. We remain committed to bringing the benefits of Bitcoin to as many as possible. So there you have it, coming directly from their team. But it doesn't really specify exactly the cause. It just seems like they're probably being shaken down to do so, or they're going to get in some legal issues, in my humble opinion. And on November 17th, a group of disgruntled PayPal, Venmo, and Block Cash app users filed a class action lawsuit against Apple, claiming the company entered into an anti-competitive agreement with PayPal and Block to restrict the use of crypto tech and payments on the iOS. Interesting. Apple has a history of removing crypto apps, with the firm delisting the Nostr-based Damus app, oh that sucks, over a Bitcoin tip feature in June. They just want to be able to track all of your transactions. They don't want you receiving tips, so hence this is probably what happened. It also briefly pulled the MetaMask wallet app from the App Store in October, but I believe it's back because I checked it out today and it did seem to be back on track. But that's pretty alarming. What are your thoughts surrounding that? What the hell is going on with the United States and their silly regulations for crypto? Let me know, fam, in that live chat. Joe Cunnings, I will be in Provo, Utah area most of my time there. Word up, Coin Father. Enjoy yourself there. London in the building. What's good, JV? And fam, shout out Carl Berry. Appreciate you tuning in from London. It's been many years since I have visited the UK. Can't wait to go back. Last time I went, though, it was like nonstop raining. It was miserable weather, but nonetheless, we must visit again. Yes. Oh, hi. Okay, from Salt Lake. Oi. Yeah, he's alive. Suffered 2 heart attacks within minutes. Good Lord. Poor Chuck Norris, man. But he's alive. He survived. Good stuff. She probably thinks it's a local top. Kevin says she is bullish because she is selling. Yeah, PlanB is a legend. Amen. Didn't Cathie Wood just sell off some Bitcoin yesterday? No. Again, she sold some GBTC sales. I am good. I have lots of PayPal stock. I am super bullish on them. Word up. What did do, Eric? Go. Welcome to the live stream. Sup, fam? Just chilling. You know, enjoying this pump. Earlier today, Bitcoin hit an 18-month high. That calls for a celebration. Cheers. I'll cheers with some water. What up, Neo Styles? Appreciate you as well. Thanks for tuning in, supporting the show. Much love. Joe Cummins, welcome. JC in the building. What it do? But anyways, we still got lots to cover, so let's dive into our next story of the day and discuss the spot Bitcoin ETFs. According to Hester Pierce, the SEC commissioner, she says there is no reason that it should be denied. Tell that to Mr. Gensler, the chairman, would you? Please put a sticky note on his desk or something. Markets have been eagerly awaiting the SEC's approval for the spot Bitcoin ETF all freaking year. Word from the rumor mill is an imminent move by the SEC in October sparked the sustained rally for the Bitcoin price action. We all know Bitcoin been pumping, and Hester Pierce made her remarks in a Bloomberg TV interview published on Wednesday. Here's some of the highlights from that interview. Speaking of Bloomberg's television, Kaylee Lanes on Bloomberg Crypto, here's what the commissioner said. I thought for many years now that there is no reason, Gary Gensler, for us to stand in the way of a spot Bitcoin ETF. We got a little bit of a nudge from the court. Yeah, Congress is like, yo, Gary, you need to approve that spot Bitcoin ETF immediately. And we'll go from there, and we'll go from here. She was referring to the U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals ruling that the SEC's refusal to review Grayscale's investment Bitcoin ETF application was arbitrary and capricious, as she shares here in the interview. And we have Van de Popp, who hailed Pierce's remarks as very positive news. He also pointed out the Bitcoin price is on the verge of testing key resistance, in which we are, and hence we already broke that resistance at 38 Gs. Now let's discuss the SEC reviewing these 12 spot Bitcoin ETF apps. The SEC is currently reviewing 12 apps. When asked if Grayscale's app would be approved first or if all 12 would be approved at once, Pierce said she couldn't speak to that. All of those are under consideration now, so I can't speak to them. But ARK Investors' Cathie Woods and Bloomberg analysts expect simultaneous approval. Let me know if you agree with that sentiment, that the ETFs will all likely be approved at the same time. Meanwhile, the SEC missed the window earlier in the month, so yet again, they're kicking the can down the road to approve the outstanding apps at once before pushing back the deadlines to make the final decision. There are currently 14 regulated companies awaiting the SEC approval. They consist of BlackRock, you got Grayscale, Invesco with Galaxy Digital, 21 shares with ARK Invest, Bitwise, VanEck, WisdomTree, Fidelity, Valkyrie, Global X ETFs, Hashdex, as well as Franklin Templeton, and collectively they control roughly $25 trillion in assets under management. So if we get that green light and they all get approved at around that same time, they'll probably launch within 30 days from the time of the approval. And people like Samson Mouse says that can drive the Bitcoin price to $1 million per coin in lightning speed, because we've never had a spot ETF in the United States market. We have never had true price discovery in any ETF market in history of the world, right? So Bitcoin is the first asset class that offers true price discovery. Clearly, the SEC and Gary Gensler don't want that to happen, or it would have been approved a freaking decade ago. We also know once we get that approval, the prices are going to go crazy because it's going to usher in trillions of dollars into the crypto market. Right now, it's a very nascent market, meaning it's pretty small on the grand scheme of things when you got a $700 trillion total addressable market, and the total crypto market is what? Probably less than $2 trillion. At the height in November of 2021, we capped out at roughly $3 trillion. So just imagine if like $10 trillion just poured into crypto. They don't even have enough Bitcoin available on the exchanges to seed these ETF products. And if you were Larry Fink, would you much rather start seeding your ETF in the 30,000 range or above 100,000? Clearly, you're in it to make the money. It's all about the profits. So I think Gensler is doing his homeboys on Wall Street a favor. And if you think about it that way, right? Because ultimately, BlackRock is more powerful than the United States government. They ultimately are the United States government, right? And Gary Gensler, keep in mind, he became wealthy from Goldman Sachs. He's actually worth hundreds of millions of dollars. And I think he's doing his boys a favor. But let me know your thoughts, fam. I'd love to know. What up, Unmatrix? Can't believe it got fished down. Who in their right mind would sell a $500 gain? And it doesn't make sense after supposedly breaking the resistance point, right? Things that make you go, Gary Gensler is a load. His mother should have swallowed. Ooh, ouch. Bitcoin at $1 million makes a Satoshi 1 cent. That's a convenient for use. Hell yeah, let's go. 1 cent Satoshi, send it. Maybe eventually we'll have a $1 Satoshi. That's 100x that price action. While I fart, 3 worlds become a warmer place. Shout out Nuckchorus, you're amazing. Keep doing what you do. When Chuck Norris does push-ups, he stays still and the earth moves. Biddy always treats the reverse of the sentiments. Yeah, imagine all 12 approved at once. We'll all have a huge candle. That's right, Majin. It could happen, and it could happen soon. The next major deadline is January 10th, roughly only 50 days out. So things are going to get pretty lit here soon. We'll see an Ethereum or Bitcoin rally first. Most likely going to be Bitcoin, in my opinion. And I think Bitcoin outpaces Ethereum this cycle. But what are your thoughts, fam? Let me know. Yes, regs, not refs. Word. Chris says, Larson Bitcoin wouldn't hold over 1 million, probably dumped to 700,000-800,000 very fast. Yeah, you don't have 575 to 1 ETF success rate without having someone on the inside. You can say that again. And that is literally BlackRock's track record on ETF approvals, meaning they rarely are ever told no, and they ultimately always get what they want. And their CEO being Lawrence, aka Larry Fink. Those are the big dogs, fam. Rumor on the grayscale, 12th of December, passing going around. Well, I hope that's true. That would be massive. You got to keep in mind, GBTC is currently the largest holder of Bitcoin in the world. They currently custody 620,000 Bitcoin. So they already have a massive amount of, Bitcoin on their balance sheet. How many push-ups can Chuck do? All of them. Infinite. Do you think Chuck can do more than me, though? I'm JV. I just sent you $50 to your Ethereum address. Nuckchorus, you're too kind, fam. Thank you. What was the gas fees? Just curious. Because can you send Ethereum without the crazy fees? I hope it didn't cost you like $80 to send that $50, but greatly appreciated. I did add my Ethereum address below my Lightning address in the description if anyone wanted to tip me directly, cutting out the middleman. You can send super chats, but just, hey, YouTube/Google does take 30%, just FYI. Only 1/3 here have hit the like. Thanks for the reminder, James. Appreciate that. Bitcoin right now is way too expensive to use for the average. It has to be easy as Venmo. Well, that's where the Lightning Network comes in. If we have these Satoshi of wallet apps or Strike apps, which are being banned from the frickin', the app stores, well, we can send Bitcoin virtually free and instantaneous. It solves the problem, so the solution is already in place. $1.50 TX fee. Oh, that's not too bad. Not too shabby. Thank you, fam. That means a lot. Appreciate it. And thanks for reminding me a couple of dozen times to send you my Ethereum address. It was worth it, I must say. JV, yeah, appreciate that, fam. Yeah, Ethereum has no supply cap, hence it is not digitally scarce. Don't be fooled. That's right. If you go to CoinMarketCap right now, you click on Ethereum and it shows you the maximum supply. There's an infinity sign. That's very alarming to me. We know there can only ever be 21 million Bitcoin, finite limited supply, store value. Ethereum, hell no, that's not a store value. That's like saying the United States dollar is a store value when they can just print unlimited amounts. Would make no sense. Great point, fam. Do you get into the micro cap coins or only Bitcoin? I focus on Bitcoin and the top ones. I don't really get into the micro cap coins, I'll be honest with you, because many of them are ish coins. There's millions of them out there. Everyone says their coin is the best, and most of them end up rugging their communities, and I don't want to support that. It's not good, especially for people new to crypto that don't know any better. So we focus on the real deal, the only truly decentralized cryptocurrency, and I let you know what's going on with the top coins as well, because it's good to know. Knowledge is power. You know what I mean? OnlyFans takes 10%. Oh, for real? How do you know that? Sure, you saw the interview. You guys are hilarious. Bitcoin is creeping on up. Well, let's go. We're back above 37.8. Send that mofo. Let's hit 40,000. We're long overdue. But anyways, fam, let's now break down our next story of the day, discuss a $199,000 Bitcoin price target. This is coming from the Glassnode founders. Glassnode is one of my favorite analytics firms, so they know what they're talking about. Imagine Bitcoin heading on up to almost 200 G's, baby. Send it and let's freaking go. Let's break this story down for you. Then I'll share the latest from Cathie Wood with ARK Invest and what she's doing right now. The co-founders, of the blockchain analytics platform Glassnode are expressing their bullish sentiment on the King crypto. Glassnode's co-founders, who share the handle on X social media platform, say that the gold to Bitcoin ratio has taken off and is currently on an upward trend. Watch out, Peter Schiff. We're coming for your neck, kid. The gold Bitcoin ratio, currently at 18.8, is the value of Bitcoin relative to the price of gold. And according to the Glassnode co-founders, the gold Bitcoin ratio can surge to the 3-figure level. Let's go. It's the apex predator after all. Quoting him here, we may see that the gold Bitcoin ratio hits levels greater than 100, which means one Bitcoin will be valued 100 times more than an ounce of gold. And what is the price on an ounce of gold right now? I'm going to speculate it's probably roughly 2,000 an ounce. If anyone knows the exact price in real time, let me know. But if we were to 100x 2,000, yeah, we're talking about a $200,000 Bitcoin price as shared here alongside the chart. Major risk on move may be coming. Well, let's frickin' go. I feel we're long overdue personally. Now, a Bitcoin is now trading at roughly 38,000, closer to 39, while an ounce of gold is worth just under 2,000 at the time of the article. If the Glassnode founders' predictions become true, then Bitcoin will be worth 100 times more than an ounce of gold, meaning Bitcoin can surge to $199,300 per coin, translating to gains of roughly 432%. Send it. The Glassnode co-founders also analyzed the wider alt market, and according to them, the Bitcoin altcoin cycle indicator is signaling that the altcoin season is on the horizon after reaching a level of 85. That's right. The Bitcoin altcoin cycle indicator measures whether traders favor the altcoins over Bitcoin. Values of over 50 indicate that Bitcoin is underperforming the alts and that the market may be entering an altcoin season. So there you have it. When do you feel alt season will be amongst us? And how do you feel regarding that 199,000 prediction for the King crypto, ultimately surpassing gold by 100 times in value? Let me know your honest thoughts. And I also feel Bitcoin will eventually surpass the market cap of gold, which is probably roughly sitting at, what, $10 trillion? That's only a matter of time, as Bitcoin is the ultimate store of value. Bitcoin is also a hedge against deflation. It's a hedge against inflation. It's a hedge against corrupt politicians. It's a hedge against the central bank digital currencies and all those shenanigans. So protect yourself, or as Wu-Tang said, protect your neck, kid. You do that with Bitcoin. What up, relaxing arbitrage between BART and JC836? Word. Glassnode is a great for data, no emotions, which inexperienced crypto people are looking for and get wrecked by. Emotions will wreck you. Preach, Chris. Well said. Rally 2014 after 4 years? What? Okay, the gold price right now is just above 2,000. Thank you for that, JC. $2,003.70. Bart says it's at 2014. Word. So we can speculate it's at roughly 2,000 at this time. Crypto stocks open right now? I don't know. No clue. Is the stock market even open on a holiday weekend? I know yesterday was obviously Thanksgiving. They were probably closed. So I don't know if they're closed all weekend or if they're open. Let me know. I'm not a stock guy. I know nothing about stocks. Argentina is key right now. That's right, Mike, because the population in Argentina is roughly 50 million people. So if they embrace Bitcoin as a legal tender, it's going to be massive. Javier Milei sending that message to the central banking cartels with that chainsaw. Oh man, it's going to be lit. I'm saying Argentina totally deserves a change. They need it. Their currency is hyperinflated. It's virtually worthless. You know what I mean? They were throwing their local currency fiat in the air, celebrating Javier Milei as confetti. You know what I mean? Because it's worthless. Okay, it closed at 5 p.m. Good to note. It closes at 5 p.m. Eastern. Okay, word. I appreciate you tuning in, Mike. Much love, much respect. Ethereum has a burn protocol, which burns more ETH than the proof of stake protocol creates. So technically ETH is infinite, but can it still be deflationary? I don't know. I don't buy into it because I don't trust it anymore. Since they changed their protocol from proof of work to proof of stake, yeah, I mean, I just kind of felt negative vibes coming from that. I don't know if that was in their best interest. I don't know if the powers that be controlling Ethereum had some input there. We know that the Ethereum founders have been dumping their ETH. We know the World Economic Forum is kind of working alongside Ethereum, and there's just a lot of red flags. So I don't trust it personally. Nothing can be trusted like Bitcoin, my friend. That's just the reality of it. Binance Wallet still safe? It's a good question. I believe the company is still doing its thing. It got a new CEO, so you would imagine. However, don't use any exchange, including Binance, as a way to custody your crypto, because the reality is not your keys, not your cheese, meaning not your keys, not your coins. So if you have your crypto on the Binance wallet, you don't control the private keys, meaning they own your crypto, not you. So the safe bet would be to self-custody your precious Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, and you can do so with a cold storage wallet such as a Trezor, and there's a lot of competitors out there as well. And I think right now is a great time to buy one if you don't own one, because you could probably get a Black Friday deal, maybe save 20% or something like that. The IMF can kick rocks. Preach. Trezor Model T is only $159 today. That's the bigger version, which the on-screen buttons you can press. JV, you should pick up a wallet sponsor. I should. I actually have affiliate links to them all. If you go to trezor.cryptonewsalerts.net, I'll get credited. Ledger.cryptonewsalerts.net. I think those are the two I set up many years back. I just haven't been sharing it because, you know, it is what it is. Bitcoin is here to stay. It's the tip of the pyramid, says Mike Azriel. Word up, fam. Bitcoin's not going nowhere. Bitcoin's going to continue to do its own thing because it's on its own vector. But now let's break down our breaking story of the day. Stories I should share. Here's the latest from Cathie Wood. We're going to be discussing her dumping massive shares of GBTC, which was just reported today. And then I'm going to be sharing with you her base case for Bitcoin at 650,000, along with the math of how she arrived at that number, along with her bullish case scenario for Bitcoin of $1.48 million per coin. Let's freaking go. So let's start right here. Here's the headline. Cathie Wood of ARK Invest dumped 700,000 GBTC shares in 1 month. That's right. Cathie Wood's investment firm ARK Invest has sold 700,000 shares of the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust over the past month, even as Bitcoin hit 18-month highs over excitement for a possible spot ETF. The ARK Next Generation Internet ETF sold 36,000 GBTC shares November 22nd, offloading a total of 697,768 GBTC since October 23rd, according to ARK's daily trading data seen by Cointelegraph. Now, ARK W offloaded roughly 1 million in GBTC as Grayscale's trust traded around $30 November 22nd, closing at $30.50 per Google Finance data. United States markets closed on November 23rd, yesterday, for Thanksgiving. And here you're looking at the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust price action sitting at $30.45. ARK started selling their Grayscale Bitcoin Trust shares October 23rd as Bitcoin was heading towards 34,000. But before that, ARK's previous reported GBTC transaction was in November of last year, when the firm sold a whopping 450,000 GBTC shares. And after selling nearly 700,000 of these GBTC shares over the past month, ARK W still holds $131.8 million worth of GBTC. So she's still bullish to be holding $131 million worth of their product, just saying, or more than 4.3 million GBTC shares. And as of November 24th, Grayscale's Bitcoin Trust accounts for 9.2% of ARK's portfolio. Pretty major. Ranked third after Coinbase and Roku, according to the official ARK W data, which you can see right here. It shows you Coinbase Global. They have a market value of 148 million with 10% of the share. Roku, 139 million with 9.7%. And GBTC, 131 million at 9.24%. The ARK ETF that offloaded the funds is up over 68% year to date compared to the over 271% posted by the Grayscale Trust per Google Finance data. Meanwhile, Bitcoin is up a whopping 125% on the year, nearing 38,000. In fact, we already surpassed 38,000 earlier today, which is a great sign of the times of where we're heading. So there you have it. She is dumping massive shares, but she still has over 100 million worth of the GBTC product. Now let's discuss her price predictions. ARK's Invest base case is Bitcoin at $650,000 per Bitcoin. Here we go. The ARK Invest CEO, shout out Cathie Wood, says that the SEC has started to ask questions about her hedge fund's Bitcoin ETF filing. And until recently, however, the SEC would simply outright reject ARK applications. Now, Wood is also bullish for Bitcoin because of the upcoming halving and the currency's 21 million supply cap unlike Ethereum, in which can continue to print. You know what I mean? Wood said in an interview with Yahoo Finance on Wednesday, I think so if we look at the reasons the Bitcoin will scale, so our base case is today 600 to 650,000. And our bull case based on scarcity that is now developing, which I'll get into in our next story, it's actually almost 1.5 million per Bitcoin. Now, here's what she said in that interview. We think that institutions, if the SEC blesses a Bitcoin ETF, Gary, we need your blessings, big dog. Institutions will feel like the coast is clear for them to pursue. And we know a lot of institutions have been researching crypto assets for a while and do agree that this is the new asset class. Quoting Larry Fink, the CEO of BlackRock, Bitcoin is a flight to quality. The ARK Invest CEO followed up with an appearance on CNBC's Squawk Box to discuss ARK Invest's ETF products and the still long-awaited SEC approval for the Bitcoin ETF. ARK Invest's Cathie Wood and her hedge fund ARK are bullish for the future. As a result, they are inveterate blockchain and Bitcoin bulls. I believe Cathie Wood started stacking sats back when Bitcoin was less than $500 per coin. Wood said in an October of 2022 interview on the Peter McCormack What Bitcoin Did pod that she bought 100,000 worth of Bitcoin when it was only 250 bucks. So yeah, she's definitely an early adopter and a very smart lady. She said she hasn't sold it ever since, maintaining that she is a long-term hodler. So at $250 a pop, she most likely made the purchase around 2015, given today's average prices on the exchanges, meaning ARK Invest is sitting on more than $14 million in unrealized profits from this trade. Now let's discuss the bullish scenario. We know the base case is 650,000. Now it's important we talk about 1.5 million per coin. The firm's CEO, Cathie Wood, said in an interview that our confidence has increased towards our bull case. That's off the back of the news of the spot Bitcoin ETF applications. The bull case Wood referred to was one of three scenarios, which ARK outlined in the annual Big Ideas 2023 that was published back in February. In the firm's base case scenario, the price of Bitcoin is projected to reach 682,800 by the end of December 2030, while the bull case scenario envisions Bitcoin soaring to 1.48 million in the same period. As you can see here in this chart, Bitcoin likely to scale into a multi-trillion dollar market. In fact, she has been predicting the market cap breaching 25 trillion for the king crypto. And as you can see, by 2030, bear case 258,000, not too shabby, but base case 682,000. And then we have the bull case for 2030 at 1.48 million per coin. Let me know if you agree or disagree. Now, she attributed the increased bullishness in Bitcoin to the regional bank crisis back in March when several major banks failed, including Silicon Valley Bank and Signature. She quoted sharing here, as regional banks are going bankrupt, the stocks are imploding across the board. Bitcoin rallied from $19,000 to $30,000, and now Bitcoin is up over 125% on the year. Quoting her again, that was the flight to safety. This is the insurance policy that we believe everyone will want at the end of the day. So do you have your insurance policy? Let me know, fam, and keep stacking them sats. Now, multiple people have warned that more banks are about to fail. And as the banks fail, I think it will only increase confidence in alternative investment assets such as Bitcoin personally. And I know Rich Dad Poor Dad author Robert Kiyosaki agrees. Peter Schiff, however, believes that all banks will fail and people will suffer massive losses as the banking crisis unfolds. Wood highlighted that Bitcoin is an insurance policy against two things. Firstly, she emphasized its role in protecting against wealth confiscation. That's right, Bitcoin's unconfiscatable, whether through direct means or inflation. And secondly, in a deflationary environment, Bitcoin serves as a hedge against counterparty risks, emphasizing the decentralized and transparent nature of Bitcoin. The ARK Invest executive believes that a repeat of the financial crisis of 2008 and 09 will happen again. Quoting her here, we won't have an 08-09 with Bitcoin. Everything is decentralized and transparent, no obfuscation, stress. So there you have it, my crypto fam. Let me know if you agree or disagree with Cathie Wood of ARK Invest and what's your thoughts surrounding her base case of 650,000 along with her bull case of 1.48 million per Bitcoin by the year 2030. Let's go. And she made these predictions actually before we started getting the ETF applications submitted. This big prediction was actually made after the banking crisis we witnessed earlier on in the year. So she's probably even that much more bullish right now, which is another great sign. If we all do well next year with Bitcoin we are holding, or is there some cool thing you will want to buy? That's a good question. here's my sentiment. Why would you want to sell? When Bitcoin starts going wild, it means the dollar is becoming weaker and weaker. So why would you trade the apex predator for the weakest scam token of them all called USD? It would make no sense. Now, clearly, if you needed to buy something, it's a different story. But eventually, if you can just hodl a little longer, all the banks will eventually have products where you can just borrow against your Bitcoin, meaning you're never going to have to sell it unless you want to sell it. But here's the realistic scenario. Once you sell your Bitcoin, you may never be able to buy it back, because I'm telling you, BlackRock is not departing with it. They're here to accumulate for the lifetimes to come. I'm telling you this straight up. They're coming for your Bitcoin. They're coming for your Ethereum. So if you let go of it now, you may not ever be able to get it back. That's the reality. Let me know if you guys agree or disagree. I want to sell because at 64, I have a timeline. Word. So, but like I said, if you need to buy something, why would you sell the apex predator when you can just borrow against it? You know what I mean? Bitcoin is the base layer of money. Don't be in denial. If we all do well next year with Bitcoin, yeah, use the past to predict the future. Most of the Bitcoin gains are 6 months before the 12-month halving. And usually it's the year preceding the halving, we hit the cycle peak. So I think it would be very foolish to unload your Bitcoin, especially at a time like this. You may even think, oh my God, 2024, it's 100,000, I'm selling. And then 2025 rolls around and we're 400,000. And you're kicking yourself like, oh crap, I couldn't wait another year. You know what I mean? Because we're most likely going to hit the peak in 2025, because when we had the halving of 2012 and 2013, Bitcoin went parabolic. I think that was the largest gains from a 1-year period. Then, like deja vu, 2016, year of the halving. The following year, 2017, Bitcoin went 20x to 20,000. Then again, halving in 2020, the year preceding the halving, we hit the all-time high, which is current at $69,000 per coin. And if we didn't have FTX and those bad actors dumping their Bitcoin and offloading it, we'd probably already hit $100,000 per coin. You know what I mean? I don't touch my Bitcoin. I only sell my DeFi yield. There you go. Sell the ish coins. If you have ish coins and you need some money, sell those mofos. Hold on to your Bitcoin. You know what I mean? That would be my advice. Never sell the Bitcoin. Well said, Bitcoin Srini. Might be a Litecoin ETF in the future. Anything's possible. If there is a demand for it, I'm sure they'll create the product for it. That's my thinking. Secret Beach, 165,000 acres. Let's go on Matrix. What up, Gray? What it do, fam? You can even buy now and take gains at 2024 into 2025, says Mike. Or you can sell after a 20% dip from the top. It goes down another 50% and you pick up more Bitcoin. Yeah, but time in the market, most of you are going to get wrecked. Hypothetically, that's a beautiful scenario if you can time it, but most people do not time the tops and the bottoms, just saying. So be careful, unless you have a lot of experience in these markets. Sorry I'm late. All good, Cryptolution. Better late than never, right? Yeah, you can rewatch the replay anytime. Never hurts to take profits at the local tops and buy back during the retrace, says Surge. World politics are so messed up. Hopefully there's not going to be an event that will completely F up the normal cycle. You got to kind of like be prepared for all scenarios. There can be a black swan. An example of a black swan was like that was back in early 2020 with COVID, right? Bitcoin was probably sitting pretty 7, 8, 9,000. I don't remember the exact number. It depends upon the month, but it was like 7, 8, 9,000. COVID struck, Bitcoin crashed to like 3,500. How many of you took advantage of that dip? Because it was a hell of a run from there, because between 2020 and 2021, we shot all the way up to 69,000. And I also got to remind you how fast Bitcoin can rip with these God candles. Like there was a time frame in 2021 before hitting the all-time high, like within a 2-month period, Bitcoin went from like 16,000 all the way up to 69, meaning once we enter price discovery mode, which ultimately means we hit a new price action we have never witnessed before, people FOMO in like a mofo. So I say that jokingly a lot, FOMO like a mofo, but I'm being dead serious. People like to buy at the top. The average person, that's when they buy their Bitcoin. A lot of people bought at the top. And right now we're pumping still. Let's go. 38,900. Bitcoin up roughly $600 on the day. And we're just getting this baby started. If we surpass 38 again, I'll probably do another live pump watch party. If you'd like to tune into that, let me know. Maybe we'll make that happen. Only by popular demand, though. You got to let me know. God candle is coming if all 12 ETFs are approved. Amen. It's going to be massive. And I define a God candle as a $10,000 daily candle. And it's going to happen, guaranteed. Bitcoin can go from, right now we're at 38. We can go from 38 to 48. overnight, especially with big news on the horizon. Anything is possible. You know what I mean? Best damn thing I did, says Nuck. Word. Are you looking at the Secret Beach too? Oh, word. Is this a real place, Secret Beach? I'm planning a Bitcoin BNB there and getting all the local beach spots to accept Bitcoin. Word up, stat-wise. Knowing my luck, if I sold for 200 the same day, it would shoot up to 300. Exactly what I'm trying to say. You're not going to time it precisely right because the market will do its own thing, and you don't know what the market is going to do. The consensus may be one thing, but the market, and Bitcoin especially, is on its own vector. So that can happen in a realistic scenario. We get hit 100,000, all the big boys start dumping their Bitcoin, profit, profit, profit. Then the next day we're at 200,000. Hey, anything can happen. I'm a nighter, baby, says Cryptolution. Word up, all nighter. Oh, for the stream, 100%. You guys enjoy those pump watch parties? Maybe we'll make it happen. Good stuff. COVID crashes when I bet my house on Bitcoin. Word. Well, smart move because you're up tremendously since then, right? It'll be different for everyone. There you go. That's the truth, Mike. It is different from everyone. And everyone wears a different pair of shoes at the end of the day as well. At 850,000 per Bitcoin, it becomes the third largest currency, surpassing the euro. Also, it's currently number 16. At 100,000 per Bitcoin, it becomes a top 10 currency. Let's go until it's number 1. Apex predator, everything goes to zero against it. You know what I mean? Especially all this fiat crap. Next step in this chess match is to become efficient in buying and selling puts and their ETF to maintain the fiat flow and keep the custody of your Bitcoin. There's no guarantees this run that we'll have a pullback like we had in the previous cycles. Got to look forward into what's happening. That's right. You may be anticipating, hey, I'll wait for the 90% pullback. But what if we don't pull back and you sell at the top, right? And we just keep mooning. Then you're on the sidelines wishing, oh, Mr. Larry Fink, please give me back my Bitcoin, fam. He's going to be like, no chance, dog. Should have never departed with it. We gave you a warning. You had your chance to stack before we came to the party. You know what I mean? But it's better to sell a 200,000 than say crashes afterward and doesn't make it any further. I'd rather sell near the top and be safe. Well, I guess what's your goal becomes primary question. My goal is to hodl forever. So it would make no sense for me to sell. Where's the logic? What's the point? Clearly, you guys want to sell and buy more, but that's a risky game I don't want to play. I've been around already since 2017. This is my 6th year in crypto, and I just am very complacent with the gains of Bitcoin, just the way they are. When I got into Bitcoin, it was $1,500 a coin in 2017. Today, we're at $38,000. I'm happy with that. You know what I mean? So yeah, you can time things. If I would have done this, if I would have traded with 100 leverage on this day and only did XYZ, I'd be a billionaire like CZ. But hey, don't get too greedy. That can be the gift and the curse. For real, for real. You know what I mean? About rare, says on Matrix. Talk about rare. Yeah, Bitcoin's the rarest. I wear size 12 shoes. Oh, snap. I'm a size 10. If anyone wants to send me a new pair of Bitcoin shoes, if that depends on what you mean by safe. For me, safe is hodling my Bitcoin. Exactly. Safe is self-custodying your Bitcoin and protecting it because it is the most valuable asset to ever exist in human history. It's perfect money. It's unconfiscatable. It's borderless. It's incorruptible. And it has all the attributes you need to protect yourself from these central bank digital tyrants. Just saying. Imagine waking up to a God candle after selling. Yeah. Talk about regret. That won't be me, fam. Many of you will have that regret. Do you recommend selling out of, let me see this question. Do you recommend selling out of Bitcoin Cash to swap into Bitcoin? I highly, highly, highly would recommend that, Silas. I don't recommend Bitcoin Cash. If you look at the charts, look at Bitcoin versus Bitcoin Cash. Pull that up on TradingView. And you can see the trajectory. Bitcoin Cash is going to nothing against Bitcoin because Bitcoin is the apex predator. Bitcoin is the real Bitcoin. Bitcoin Cash was the fork that Roger Ver created, and it hasn't been doing well, and it's most likely not going to do well. That's just my perspective. Yes, I can be wrong, but that's how I look at it. If you guys agree or disagree, let me know. Even if you get in at 38,000 now, it's going to go up. Hell yeah. Get in at 38. Go all in because we're going to add a zero at the end of this bull cycle. We'll be at 380,000. Easy peasy, in my opinion. JV going to be rocking the Frank Mueller Bitcoin watch next year. Because Samson Mao's 1 million ETF pump breakdown, I'll be putting a few coins back on Kraken with 500,000 sell orders until the ETF hype dissipates. Oh, word, says Statwise. I have too much Bitcoin to sell. What I mean is that basically FDIC is only up to 250,000 per bank account. That's right. So you would never, ever put more than that in the bank. But the reality is, even if you only had 100,000 in the bank and there was a legitimate bank run, you're still not insured, even if they say you are, because they don't have the money to pay you back. That's how fractional reserve banking works. It's a Ponzi scheme. Once you understand the US dollar is a Ponzi, you won't keep any fiat currency in the bank because it's a Ponzi. It's like tulip bulbs. Similar. And it's ironic they compare Bitcoin to tulip bulbs when the US dollar is tulip bulbs. You know what I mean? Yeah, so I always have some Bitcoin though, word up surge. Just stack, boys, and it'll skyrocket. That's all. I know it sounds too simple, like too easy. Like, yo, you want to make it? All you got to do, stack sats, dollar cost average, have patience and hodl. Sounds too easy. Most people are incapable of doing that. They'll buy, they'll dollar cost average, and then they'll get antsy and be like, oh, I'm looking for a 100x gain. Let me swap my Bitcoin for some Bitcoin Cash, or some Satoshi Vision, or some FTT coin, or some BNB, and you'll get wrecked, right? So be very careful. And there is a live poll going on right now. When 40,000, do you think within 24 hours, within 48 hours, before the end of November, December? Let me know, crypto fam. Yes, stack those sats. Good stuff, fam. But anyways, we're going to wrap up with the stream on YouTube. If you didn't know, I stream simultaneous on YouTube and Rumble at the same time. So we're live on Rumble right now too. We're going to be having a JV React session. See this kind of sexy board with all the lights? Well, these are smart pads, and I actually have some clips I'm going to be doing a live reacts to, including Janet Yellen's new rap song by Little Bubble, which is hilarious, where she's like, Binance, Binance. I'm going to be reacting to some other news as well, including Vivek, the guy running for the presidential election who was recently interviewed on the What Bitcoin Did podcast. I have a clip I'll be reacting to, some other reacts. Now, the reason I strongly encourage everyone here on YouTube to head on over to Rumble and to follow me there is because it's uncensored crypto news alerts. So if you like the First Amendment, you like JV speaking freely and not having to watch out with what I say here on YouTube due to the, you know what I mean, then head on over to Rumble right now. It's rumble.cryptonewsalerts.net, or simply go to Rumble, type in crypto news alerts. You'll see the live stream. I'm looking forward to seeing you over on Rumble. We're going to be playing some music as well. It's going to be lit. But anyways, I look forward to seeing you guys. Same bit time, same bit channel tomorrow. Deuces YouTube. Head on over to Rumble. Peace. I'm out. All right, that's the end of the YouTube stream. Let's head on over to Rumble, everyone.